I'm going to go ahead and do a 2-video preemptive apology to Redwood Empire for taking so long to review these, but we're about to do 4 reviews from Redwood Empire. I'm really excited about them and can't wait to do it.
He's been harping on me for a minute about this.
It is true. I have been. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review not 1, but 2 Redwood Empires. The Devil's Tower and the Old Screaming Titan today.
Mm-hmm. So I think I've had like 3 of these for a hot minute. I think I've had
Didn't I get one of these?
I don't know.
I think one of these.
Do you have one at the house?
No, I feel like one of these are mine.
I thought you had one at your house.
Mm-mm. No, I think whichever one is one of them. It's technically ours because someone gave it to us.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I believe
so. Is it that one in your hand?
I honestly can't remember which one. There's 4 of them that came out.
If you gave us one of them, just let us know in the comments below. Also, while you're there, hit the like, subscribe, notifications button, and let us know if y'all have tried any of these. I think going back to this, though, I think they're Redwood Empires, and I want to say whenever I was looking them up on the website, they said something about them being like the small lot collection or something.
Yeah.
I don't really fully remember, but I do know there's not a ton of barrels, honestly, in any of these blends. Which one do we want to do first? We want to do the Devil's Tower?
I'm just pouring them out. I have no clue whichever one I'm pouring here. I mean, I know I went left and right. That's all I know. This one is...
so this one's a Devil Tower.
We should probably do the weeded first, wouldn't you say? That's this one?
Well, that's high rye bourbon. I mean, I don't think it really matters.
Okay.
Right. I think they're both around the same proof, aren't they?
I think so. One's 94, one's 96.
Yeah. So, let's just...
All right, which one are we going to do? All right, this is Devil's Tower. Let's do it. We're doing Devil's Tower first.
All right, so this is a series, I guess we would call it, because now they've started doing multiple batches of these.
Yeah. 3
of these are batch 1. So the Devil Tower is batch 2. So anyways, this is 94 proof. This is, gosh, I
44% corn. No, 44% rye.
Yeah, 51% corn. 2% wheat, 2% malted barley, something like that.
Yes.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever it is. This is 5+ years old, and I think it's a really small, 30-something barrel blend. So, and it was $80. I think all of these are $80. By the way, I think all of the blends, except for there was one I couldn't find an age, and then there was another one where I couldn't find the amount of barrels, but I think pretty much all these are 5+ years old.
Yeah.
So,
from my looking, that seemed to be the case. 5+ years.
How much looking did you?
You peruse for 15 minutes and you look and you go, all right, Zach will do the rest of it.
That's 5 more minutes when I thought he gave me.
See?
I'm impressed.
But it is Redwood Empire, and I do have love for Redwood Empire. So.
Mm-hmm. That is true, you do.
That's a very interesting nose.
Yeah. I'm getting a chocolate dip banana cream pie.
Nice.
I did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
Little grassy, little spice there on the nose as well.
On the nose, parts of it remind me of the barrel seagrass in some ways.
Really?
Just a couple little I don't know, some earthiness to it that really
interesting. I don't remember earthy with seagrass. Not saying you're wrong.
Earthy, not in the dirt earth, kind of more of leafy kind of.
Not dirt.
Yeah, not dirt earth.
Are we talking planter soil or are we talking clay?
We're talking more grass, kind of leaf, kind of malty kind of vibe.
It's a little bready too. Like, when I say bready, think of I want to say like some kind of like snack cookie, but I don't really know what kind of snack cookie I'm looking for here.
If you like a vanilla wafer kind of thing,
I need something
kind of like a biscotti. Have you ever had one of the biscottis? Those are kind of the cookies that you get on Delta's airplane. You ever had it?
Yeah, we're getting close to that. It's something. Here's the thing about vanilla wafer. I need something a little bit like darker. The profile of it. That one's a little bit light and sweet.
It is.
I don't hate the nose though.
No, I don't hate the nose at all. It's very welcoming. Like to me, like if you smell this, there's not a harshness to it at all. It's just kind of like, oh, that smells good. Let me try that.
Did not think that was going to happen on the palate.
I feel like the palate is starkly different than the nose.
Very much so.
I think there is like this grapefruit note on it in a real way.
I agree.
You know, sometimes when you get like the tasting notes on it and it gives you like some ideas. And if you've drank bourbon long enough, you know, like looking at tasting notes and stuff like that, those are just hints to do. But this, for real, feels like you have just drank a little bit of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, I was also going to say there's almost like a melon to it as well.
Yeah.
Not like, I don't really know what kind of, I don't want to say watermelon, I don't want to say like cantaloupe.
It's not cantaloupe.
It is some kind of melon.
I can get with you on that.
But here's what's wild to me. That nose is very cookie, chocolate, dark profile. I know I said like a banana cream pie, but I wasn't really like, it doesn't scream banana on the palate whatsoever. And you don't really get those fruit notes coming off the nose of it as well.
No, it's different. I think it takes you back from the nose. Like the nose feels welcoming, but then you taste the palate, and you're like, that's got a little more to it than.
I didn't say. Yeah, that's very different than what I thought it was going to be.
And I can see.
I like that.
It's interesting for sure. I don't know if I love it or not, but I would definitely try it several times to see what else came out on it. There's not much on the finish, which for a 94 proof, I don't expect a ton on the finish in most cases.
I will say the more you drink on it, the easier it gets to drink. It does feel like the palate, I don't want to say it gets muted, but it gets easier to sip. I think it turns less into finish.
Yeah, I think it turns into a sweeter drink, the second and third drink.
I agree on that one.
Less grapefruity after the first sip, and maybe that's again.
I mean, it's solid through and through.
Yeah,
it is $80. I feel like after drinking that, I wish it was just like a smidge cheaper than $80. But I don't have anything bad to say about it outside the price.
No.
So
yeah.
All right. Next one is the Screaming Titan. This is their Weeder, right? Yep, Weeded bourbon.
This is the Weeder.
So this is 96 proof. This is 61% corn, 30% wheat. Is it like 5% rye and then like another like 5% malted barley or something?
4%.
4%.
Yeah.
This is also 5+ years old at $80. I think this is the one I couldn't find This was either like 42 barrel blend or this wasn't the one I could figure out the blend number on.
So I know I've mentioned before, Mr. T, not Pity the Fool, but Mr. T,
you're a legitimate tea guy.
My tea guy that goes to church with this awesome guy. But this has like a hint of tea to it.
So the first thing I was going to say, I agree with you on the tea, but it's almost like watermelon lemonade blended with tea. It's crazy, like the nose on this, like the fruit that you're getting from it. It's almost tropical.
Yeah, it's different.
It's like take rum, but take like the spice of rum or like the sugar of rum.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
That's definitely different for sure.
Could you imagine that in a cocktail?
Sure. I can imagine almost anything in a cocktail.
This screams, I'm going to sit out by the pool all day long and drink this. There's also some kind of apple, and I don't know where the apple's coming from.
This almost drinks like. Honestly, this almost drinks like. What are the ones in a can? Again, sitting beside the pool, drinking. What are the canned drinks that are all flavored? They make them with vodka, or they make some of them with bourbon. What are they called?
White Claws?
Something like White Claws, but
I wasn't going to go that route.
But not White Claw.
I wasn't.
It's not White Claw. There are several, like I think Jim Beam does one that has a lot of different things in it.
Talking like a canned cocktail.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This drinks because there's like a little peach note at the end of this.
Are they ready to drinks? RTDs?
Something like that. But this almost has like a peachy feel to it.
I was going to say, honestly, the nose follows the palate on this one. I agree with you in the sense of this is...
You could really drink this beside
This
the pool,
is as artificially flavored as like a canned cocktail that you can get that doesn't taste remotely chemical at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that they artificial flavor or anything, but this is crazy to me how like this flavor of like this would be perfect on like a 90-degree day at the pool.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't drink hot whatsoever.
No,
it is an
I feel like
easy sipper.
Yeah, I feel like you get the weeded side of this like in a really good way.
But it's not grainy.
No.
It's not earthy. Like you don't get like any like the bad parts of like wheat on this.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, I wouldn't drink this all the time, but if I was going to a pool party in the middle of June, July, or August, this is what I would take and encourage people to drink this. Because this is good.
That's peach ice cream.
Yeah. Like I said, peach cocktail, peach ice cream, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
There's a definite peach note to that makes it really welcoming to want to drink on a...
They are... I'll say this to give Redwood Empire some credit here. These are two very wild, off-profile kind of whiskeys in the sense, not just like their brand, but like what you would find on the shelf.
Yeah.
In the best of ways possible.
I really appreciate the fact that you can... a lot of people who experiment with 375s, they're kind of experimenting in some ways with 750s, which you don't always see. But these are good experiments. I like them. For sure.
I agree. I think they're both solid.
Sorry, you were going to say something too.
I think they're both really solid, and I think for the profile of what they are, I think it's kind of hard. Like, I think you've said this before, either on video or just us talking, like where you've talked about like Dragon's Milk, like, you know, with their bourbon and stuff that they do. Yeah. Like, it's just such a unique and off-profile flavor.
It is.
Compared to what you can find on the shelf.
Yes, that is true.
So, you know.
Yeah. I think all in all, both of these are solid. Again, do you love the price? No, but these are single barrel kind of things, one-offs, single batches, one-offs.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm interrupting. I'm not meaning to be rude.
These are, I'm not using the right terms, but these are one-offs. Like these are one-offs for them.
That is true. Once the batches are done, they'll be done in theory. Yeah. So I don't disagree.
This is batch 2 of this.
They are starting on batch 2.
But what's the Grizzly one that they do every year? There's
the Bottle and Bond.
Yeah, there's one they call the something Grizzly. Grizzly Beast or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's back there on the shelf.
That's another one that they do that's on kind of on the regular. But I'm guessing that these will not be duplicated in in the same way as they were this time.
I don't know.
So maybe I'm wrong. All right, tell us if you've had these. Again, these have been out for a while, but like some other things, it just takes us a while to get to some stuff. But tell us what you think about them, because we'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear your opinion on those things. And until the next time,
we'll see you.